This is the Math Models Unit 10 Lesson 4 video. So the video, this lesson is about reflections. So they give us a little bit of a guide right here on how this all works. This is probably the most important part of this. So you want to have this kind of in front of you in some form because these are the changes you're going to apply. So for instance, reflect the figure across the y-axis. So it says here that when we reflect across the y-axis, we change the sign of the x value only. That's all you have to do. So when I hop down here, reflect across the y-axis. So I'm going to change the values again of the x values, the sign of the x values. Meaning if it was positive 2, it's going to be negative 2. So in other words, just visually, that means this point is moving here, right here. So that means that if it was 2, 4, it's going to be negative 2, 4. And that's all you got to do. And if this is 4, 0, then it's going to be negative 4, 0 because the x value is going to change. And if it's negative 1, negative 1, it's going to be 1, negative 1 because, again, the x value is going to change its sign. So, again, y-axis reflection means you change the x value sign. It's the opposite with x-axis reflections. It says across the x-axis changes the sign on the y value only. So we do the opposite. We switch the y value. So for instance, is 5. So it's going to be 5, negative 3 because the y value is going to change. Change the sign of the y value. Let's keep going. Okay, reflect the figure across the line y equals x. Let's go up here. Exchange the x and y coordinates. Oh, okay, so then all we have to do is we go down here, and if this point is negative 1, 2, then it would be 2, negative 1. So I'm just going to switch the x and y coordinates of this point. And then lastly, reflect the figure across the line y equals negative x. Let's go look at that one. It says to exchange the x and y coordinates and change the sign. So we're going to do both. So we're going to switch them and change the sign. Here we go. Let's use this as an example. 2, 4 becomes negative 4, negative 2. We have to switch the signs and switch their location. So it's negative 4, negative 2. And then you can finish each one of those, but basically you're following what you have in this table, following these different rules.